Hello, I'm Anita, and this is Care Experts, brought to you by CareCredit. The CareCredit credit card can help you get the look you've always wanted now. CareCredit is offered at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide for things like cosmetic surgery, injectables, and other beauty procedures. Today, we're in Los Angeles, California with Dr. Shirley Soleiman. Dr. Soleiman is a board-certified physician and injectables specialist and the founder of the Cosmetic Injectables Center in Sherman Oaks, California. So today we're talking about Emsculpt Neo. Can you tell me exactly what this is and what parts of the body it's good for?
Very exciting machine. So what it does is it helps you contract your muscles so that you lose fat and you gain muscle. So it emulates a real workout, and it actually is a workout. Patients get up sweating and heart rate's going up. However, you're just lying on a bed. So it has radiofrequency, which heats up the area that you're going to contract in, and then it gives you the pulses that makes you contract. You can use it on your abs, on your flanks, on your thighs, inner thighs, outer thighs, hamstrings and quads, and even biceps, triceps, anywhere except the chest area, even the buttocks, so if you wanted to lift. So it just creates a more contoured, lifted look and reduced fat.
So how exactly does a session work?
So you come in and you take off your clothes in the area that you're going to get treatment, and then the paddles are placed in the area that we want to produce the contractions. And so the person just lays in bed while that area of the body contracts, and afterwards we just take everything off.
Wow, and is this painful at all?
It's not painful at all. It's a lot like exercising. So you do sweat, you do get that workout feeling. It's still hard work. But it's not necessarily I wouldn't call it painful.
And how long do the sessions last? Like, would you need multiple, or does it kind of depend on which area you're trying to target?
So it takes about 30 minutes per session. We oftentimes recommend once a week, 1 to 2 times a week, but usually once a week for about 4 weeks. And that, in studies, has shown to increase muscle mass by 30% and reduce fat by about 25%.
Wow. And how much belly fat can Emsculpt actually remove?
So exactly with the 25% of the belly fat, that was the average of someone who watched their diet, of course. You can't just go out and eat whatever you want.
Of course not, yeah.
And you still have to maintain your daily activities, and I still would work out, but this is more of an intense workout for the area that you're trying to treat. So if you're really trying to make your abs more contoured, shaped, and for the muscles to bulge out, this is like 20,000 sit-ups in just that half an hour. And you'll feel it the next day where you just can't do sit-ups like you normally would. It just feels weak. But then you don't feel the pain. And the reason you don't feel the soreness like you would from a workout is because it goes through certain patterns, the way that it contracts your muscles. It has this tapping pattern. And that tapping pattern releases the lactic acid, kind of spreads it so that the next day you don't really feel a lot of soreness, but you do feel the weakness. People actually use it for physical therapy if they are in pain. This kind of helps to loosen up the muscles so that the soreness goes away faster.
And how safe is Emsculpt?
If you don't have any contraindicated things such as like a metal device, as long as you follow the guidelines like you're instructed to, it's very, very safe.
We'll be back with more Care Experts after this brief message.
Thanks to CareCredit, I can take care of my best friend.
Thanks to CareCredit, I can smile again.
Thanks to CareCredit, I can be confident.
Thanks to CareCredit, I can prepare for veterinary care.
I can take care of myself again.
I can be myself again.
I can plan for Cooper's care.
I can take care of my pug family.
I can.
I can.
I can.
I can have peace of mind.
Welcome back to Care Experts. Let's continue our discussion on Emsculpt Neo. And on average, how long does it take to see results in the targeted area?
So again, we like to do once a week for 4 weeks. The results can be seen pretty instantly, but I'd say they're at their optimal at about 2 to 3 months out.
Okay, and then just depending on if you're doing arms or abs or thighs, the sessions may vary. Is that, or is it, do you recommend just like 4 sessions in general?
Usually you want to do 4 sessions per muscle group.
Okay.
At least. And then you could do maintenance afterwards. It's kind of like how much exercise is really enough.
And how long would these results generally last?
So the tightening effects you get from the radiofrequency can be longer lasting, maybe about 2 years.
Okay.
But the muscle contouring, I would recommend you still continue with your regular exercises. And this is just that extra little perk on top of your exercise.
So let's talk about the difference between Emsculpting and cool sculpting, and can you do both?
I would say they work best in conjunction. Cool sculpting is meant to freeze the fat and just remove the fat.
Okay.
Whereas Emsculpt is more like an exercise with added radiofrequency to heat up the muscle and allow for the exercise to be even more effective than regular exercise. So you just are using 2 separate mechanisms to get 2 separate type of results.
Interesting. And how much does this generally cost if someone wanted to do, a number of sessions of Emsculpting?
So the retail price on it is $1,000 per visit.
Okay.
But we do have specials and packages, and we try to make it very affordable for our patients at our office.
What kind of financing options do you offer?
We love CareCredit for our patients. It just gives them that ability to pay something over time. Credit cards are always a great option. And in general, we try to keep the prices low so that it's more affordable for our patients. So whichever way the patient chooses, normally we go with that.
And is there one thing that you would say is maybe your favorite part of your job?
I love being able to connect to my patients. I think it makes it fun to have that interpersonal interaction. And we become friends usually after doing several treatments. So I really enjoy that part of my job.
Yeah, I imagine that. Thank you so much for educating me on Emsculpting, and thank you for your time today.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. All of our featured care experts recommend and accept the CareCredit credit card, which is accepted at hundreds of thousands of provider locations nationwide. Visit carecredit.com for more information.